I think Khamzat will take Dricus down, but I believe, and this is obviously just top of the head, if Khamzat doesn't finish Dricus when he takes him down, I don't think he wins that fight. Dricus is one of those dudes that doesn't go away, and he gets better if anything over the rounds. He's just so resilient. So if you don't get him out of there, I don't see him beating him.
Robert Whittaker has revealed his startling predictions regarding the forthcoming bout between Dricus Duplessis and Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat received some silent but crucial counsel from Khabib prior to his altercation with Dricus Duplessis. He advised Khamzat to put more effort into his boxing. Khabib feels that Khamzat's boxing is more precise and clean than Dricus, whose clumsy and erratic hitting style can be challenging to handle. Khabib noted that Dricus's punching style is exhausting and that it's risky to simply stand there and take those blows for an extended period of time.
Прикинь, если я делал бы, я бы посоветовал бы по-другому.
Да.
Вот чисто по боксу пустых, Khamzat лучше. Вот чисто по боксу. Это мое мнение. Просто здесь есть такой момент. Ты можешь сфорсировать события. Там раунд, 2. Но если ты его не финишируешь, ты очень много энергии потратишь. А потом надо в чемпионских боях.
Раунды, да.
А Khamzat не был в чемпионских раундах. Просто Khamzat в боях ты этого не видишь. Например, с тем же с Камару, с тем же с Гилбертом.
Да.
В поздних раундах он перестает бороться. Он уже дерется стойки. Сперва борется, если не получится, дерется стойки. Но если он с самого начала бы с этими же ребятами дрался в стойке, он лучше подрался бы. И с тем же Гилбертом, и с тем же с Камару. Не тратя силу.
Robert Whittaker, however, stated that he believes Khamzat Chimaev would defeat Dricus Duplessis at UFC 319. However, he doesn't think Khamzat will win the fight if he doesn't knock Drich down after doing so, particularly if the battle continues into later rounds where Drich tends to get stronger and more dangerous.
I think Khamzat will take Dricus down, but I believe, and this is obviously just top of the head, if Khamzat doesn't finish Dricus when he takes him down, I don't think he wins that fight.
Drich Duplessis, according to Whittaker, is one of those fighters who never gives up and who usually becomes better as the battle rages on. He said that Dricus is very resilient and that it's difficult to defeat him if you don't finish him early, because he never stops moving forward and gaining ground.
Dricus is one of those dudes that doesn't go away, and he gets better if anything over the rounds. He's just so resilient. So if you don't get him out of there, I don't see him beating him.
However, according to Dricus Duplessis, all 5 of the UFC's best fighters are outstanding, even though Khamzat Chimaev is an amazing fighter. He referred to Khamzat as a monster and applauded his aggressive style, but he also brought up Whittaker's injuries and noted how close Gilbert Burns' battle was. Nevertheless, he thinks Khamzat should be given a chance to win a title following that performance. Comparing it to Strickland's victory over Costa, he declared that he was more eager to play Khamzat nonetheless.
Khamzat's an incredible fighter, but you're fighting in the top 5 of the UFC. Everybody's incredible fighters. He has this one thing that works for him, and it's been good. But Khamzat is an absolute animal, absolutely. But I mean, you look at the Gilbert Burns fight, which you could have scored either way. You look at the Kamaru Usman fight, and you go, yeah, he did beat Robert Whittaker. But obviously, his teeth broke back. It's unfortunate. He is really good. So, deserving of a title shot 100% after that performance. If you look at the Strickland's last performance versus Paulo Costa, and then you look at Khamzat's last performance versus Robert Whittaker, that's a no-brainer that Khamzat gets the title fight. And I had my own selfish reasons. I was more excited to fight a Khamzat.
Sean Strickland also offered a candid analysis of the Khamzat versus Duplessis clash. He claimed that Dricus can prevail based on his own training experience, but only if he can handle Khamzat's expert wrestling. Guys like Chimaev, according to Strickland, are difficult to deal with because of how skillfully they set traps and mix things up. Strickland is certain that he can put an end to that type of grappling, but he is unsure if Drich can. Nevertheless, he thinks he should prevail if Drich stops the wrestling.
Did you see DDP and Khamzat got announced?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Where's that gonna be at?
Chicago.
Oh no. They're laying the
Harrison.
Do you think he beats DDP or do you think DDP retains?
You know what's hard? So those little Chechen, dude, they can grapple. And like someone like me who I've been training with for years, I usually could counter wrestle and grapple them. So I just don't know if Dricus can be able to counter wrestle him. But if he can, I think he wins all hands down, you know. I sparred the Chechen, like hands down, I think Dricus wins. But it's just gonna come down to like, are you gonna be able to like counter wrestle? And like you can, it's not hard.
Ilia Tapora praised both fighters and expressed a respectful opinion. He emphasized Chimov's combative demeanor and readiness to fight to the end rather than let the judges decide. Despite being close to both, Tapora expressed his excitement as a fan to watch the bout and his best wishes for them.
He's the man. He's a savage. He calls him his shots. He finishes his opponents. When he goes inside the octagon, you know that that guy goes for the finish. He's not looking for the decision. That's why I respect Khamzat. He's a beast. So he deserves to fight for the title as soon as possible. We're gonna have an amazing fight because I love Dricus du Plessis. He's a great human being. I have a great relationship with him. I have a great relationship with Khamzat also. But as a fan of mixed martial arts, it's going to be a very exciting fight. I hope the best man wins, and I wish best of the luck to both of them.
Darren Till shared his thoughts on the impending bout between Drios Duplexes and Khamzat Chimaev. He acknowledged Duplexes' dedication, diligence, and uncomfortably awkward style, which frequently confuses opponents, with sincere respect. Even yet, Till believes Chimaev is the favorite and believes he would probably finish the fight in 2 rounds. Till also brought up a recent discussion with Khamzat in which Chimaev acknowledged that this would be a difficult matchup. Nevertheless, Till thinks Chimaev will finish early because of his strength and self-assurance.
You think he beats Khamzat, your boy?
No, look, with respect, I'm never going to look past Dricus because he trains hard, he's super dedicated, he's super strong, and he's got that awkward style that doesn't make any sense. I think Khamzat will beat him inside the 2 rounds. I really do believe that. But look, Khamzat knows. I was speaking to Khamzat on the FaceTime the other day because I'm meant to be going out to Dubai to help with the camp. Khamzat knows it's a tough fight, but, you know, Khamzat trains like a beast. I do think Khamzat gets it in 2 rounds done.
Ariel Helwani, however, provided a more calculated viewpoint. He said that as the fight goes on, Duplexis' strength increases. Helwani claims that Drios typically studies his opponent in the first few rounds before modifying and turning the battle in his advantage. Helwani believes Duplexis has the capacity to change tactics in the middle of a fight and possibly take control in the later stages, even if Chimaev gets off to a great start.
It's one
now,
of the
which
great
direction are you putting that now? Are you transferring that to DDP?
I think DDP figures it out. I think he takes him to deep water and he figures it out. And I think it's like a learning lesson for him and all this stuff.